I'm going to read 3 documents today. One's a State of Connecticut appointment certificate. The second one is a law enforcement oath of honor, and the third one is going to be Captain Nesci's appointment certificate. Okay, you gentlemen come to attention, please. Thank you. State of Connecticut appointment certificate. To all to whom these presents shall come, greeting. Know ye that I, Donna B. Shiro, Commissioner of Public Safety, do hereby, under the provisions of the Connecticut General Statutes, Section 2919A, appoint Salvatore J. Nesci, the South Central Connecticut Regional Water Authority, a special state police officer, and I do authorize and enjoin the said Salvatore J. Nesci to execute and perform all the duties thereof, and he or she is invested with the powers and responsibilities which by law do or may pertain to the said office, as long as he or she shall hold the same by virtue of these presents. In witness whereof, I have hereunto fixed my seal and subscribed my name and office at Middletown this 30th day of August 2016. Dora B. Shiro, Commissioner, Department of Public Safety. Okay, we're going to change the program a little here, because we did not do a swearing-in ceremony for Officer Anderson, who's a valued addition to us here recently. Right? So we're going to ask him to step over next to Captain Nesci, and we're going to give you the law enforcement oath of honor. If you would both raise your right hand. Law enforcement oath of honor. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. Thank you. Good. Okay, if you will both repeat after me. This is the State of Connecticut Oath of Faithful Performance of Duty for Special Police Officer. I, Salvatore J. Nesci, James Anderson.
I, Salvatore J. Nesci.
Do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance.
Do solemnly swear.
I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will
Bear true faith and
bear
allegiance.
true faith and allegiance
To the State of Connecticut.
to the State of Connecticut.
That I will serve it honestly and faithfully.
That I will serve it honestly and faithfully
Against all its enemies.
against all its enemies.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of Connecticut.
and the Constitution of the State of Connecticut.
That I will faithfully perform all duties
That I will faithfully perform all duties
of a special police officer
of a special police officer
according to the laws governing the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection.
according to the laws
Governing the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection. Division of State Police.
Division of State Police.
And that I will obey the orders of my superior officer.
And I will obey the orders of my superior officers.
Congratulations.
God, is that blood?
Go in.
Water Authority personnel, I want to thank you for giving my brother this opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity that will certainly bring him great pleasure in his professional career. I can assure you, you're getting an intelligent, hardworking, loyal person. It was sad to see him leave Marion Police, but we're very joyful for this opportunity for him. It is my honor and my pleasure as a detective sergeant and as your brother to give you your Regional Water Authority credentials.
It's your turn.
Well, first of all, I'm very humbled and honored to see the great turnout that we've had here for this event. I've been in law enforcement for 25 years. And when I retired from the Meriden Police Department, it was a very emotional decision for me. Working my way up through the ranks from a police officer right up to the position of captain of patrol. And leaving the Meriden Police Department was a struggle for me. But I knew that it was time. It was time to move on and to look for another organization that would enrich me and give me new opportunities and give me new challenges and help me to continue to develop both as a human being, personally and professionally. And I looked at a very small window of agencies, agencies that I consider to be the top, the best, that they bring out the best in their employees, and the Regional Water Authority was one of those agencies. I remember coming here for the first time, sitting with Joe and Donna and Paul, and every time I came down, it was inclement weather. In fact, I had to struggle to get down here and struggle to get home sometimes because it was snowing so hard. But I remember coming down the first time, I said, wow, this would be a wonderful opportunity if I could receive a position here with the Regional Water Authority. And at this point here, I had tested with 2 other agencies, and I was on the cusp of being hired by both the agencies. And then I came here, and the moment I came here the first time, I said, well, I made my decision. If I get the opportunity, I'm going to take a position with the Regional Water Authority. Joe threw some very, very hard questions at me. Donna threw some very, very hard questions at me, and so did Paul. So the first time I came down, I left. I said, wow, I hope I did well. And I got invited back for a second interview, and then a third, and here I am. I am so grateful for the opportunity that I have been given. I take law enforcement very, very seriously. I am very, very disheartened by what has happened with law enforcement nationally. We have an honorable profession, a noble profession. My grandfather was chief of police in his town in Italy. My sister, God rest her soul, she was an LAPD police officer. My brother has 22 years as a detective sergeant with the Meriden Police Department, and I myself retired after 20 years of dedicated service to the Meriden Police Department. Officers across this country, every single day, go to work with the hope in their heart that they could help somebody. And that's what we do. 99% of law enforcement goes out every single day to help somebody. There's always going to be that 1% that works outside the envelope. But you cannot paint law enforcement with one broad stroke of the brush. We're all individuals that take this job not because we want to enrich ourselves, because you're never going to enrich yourself financially in law enforcement. You take the position to enrich other people's lives, to make a difference, to advance the vision and mission of the agency that you represent, and to help the community that you represent. And that's why I continue to work in law enforcement. And that's part of the reason why I came here to the Regional Water Authority, because I saw that this agency was committed to bettering the community, to working with the community, to being part of the community. And I plan fully on immersing myself both in our employee community and in the communities that we serve. Community policing is in my blood. If we can talk to people, build bridges, mend fences, that's what I certainly hope to do. I am just one small piece of law enforcement. My officers are one small piece of law enforcement. But if we can go out there and change the perception that the community has about law enforcement, then we've made a step in the right direction. I think that the Regional Water Authority has a wonderful reputation in the community, and I hope to continue to make that reputation better through good law enforcement, by community policing efforts, by working with the youth in the communities that we serve, and by working with each and every one of you daily to advance the mission, vision, and core values of the Regional Water Authority. I'd like to thank everybody here for coming. Again, I'm just absolutely humbled by the fact that so many people showed up here. I knew when I left Meriden PD that I left a family, but as you can see, I've gained another family. So I'm so proud to be here with you, and certainly I want you to know that the Regional Water Authority Police Department is a transparent organization with our doors always open. If you have an issue that you need to discuss about anything that we can give you some guidance on, either professionally or personally, please do not hesitate to stop by. Thank you again, and thank you for coming.
Would you please introduce your father and your dad?
Absolutely. My father, John Nesci, please stand. He came to this country as an immigrant when he was 18.
Correct.
My grandfather was actually born here in the United States. He was born in the Boston area. He lived here until he was 13, and then my great-grandfather took my grandfather back to Italy, where he lived until he was 25. Married my grandmother. She was pregnant. He left to come back to the United States to find a better life for his new bride and soon-to-be son. Came back to the United States, was drafted into the U.S. military, and was sent back to fight against the Italians. My father did not see his father until he was 18 years old, when he actually borrowed the money to come to the United States. This man loves the United States of America more than anybody I have. He would lay his life down for the country. And I often tell him the pins that I wear are the things that I hold true to my heart. Love of country first, love of the FBI Academy, and of course I was a commander of the crisis negotiation team in Meriden. My father loves his country more than anybody. When I graduated from the FBI National Academy, a full bird colonel of the U.S. Marine Corps actually saw how much my father loved the country and how patriotic he was, actually gave him a flag that he brought home from Fallujah, that he flew over the base in Fallujah and gave it to my father as a token of being such a patriotic American who stands by his country. So, John Nesci. And then my lovely daughter, Catherine, who just worked midnights at Yale New Haven Hospital. She is an RN, and she is doing good work over there, helping save people's lives and working in the service of helping people. So I'm very proud of her efforts as well. Thank you again for coming.